I'm Lucia, and I believe in inclusion, so I'm inspired by Fong Eu. March was a public servant who paved the way for Asian American and women political leaders. When March was growing up, there weren't a lot of opportunities for Chinese Americans. A high school counselor even advised her not to study science because nobody would hire a Chinese scientist. That just made her more determined. She went to college at UC Berkeley, studied dentistry, and eventually became interested in politics. She decided to run for the state assembly representing Oakland, and she was elected 4 times. While she was in the assembly, she became famous for a campaign to ban paid toilets in public buildings. At that time, there were toilets that you could only use if you put 10 cents into a slot. March thought it was unfair because men could use urinals for free, but if a woman had to go, she needed to pay money first. So, she brought a toilet to the steps of the state capitol and she smashed it with a hammer. That brought a lot of attention to this issue. It also got her a lot of attention.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith.
And when she ran for Secretary of State, she won, becoming the first Asian American woman ever elected to a statewide office in the United States.
I assessed it as probably the first time in the history of our country we really got a women's vote, a solid block of women who are voting en masse for women candidates.
March liked to say she did pretty well for a lady who grew up behind a Chinese laundry. As Secretary of State, she helped institute lots of reforms like voter registration by mail and absentee ballots for people who couldn't vote on Election Day. And that's why I'm inspired by Fong Eu.